Hello and welcome to the GDS Lab version 2024, how to control custom parameters. Now, this is an add-on from another video, this leads straight on. You should know how to create custom parameters. Now, the real question is how to control. Now, I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to create one again very quickly. All you have to do is click this little calculator button up here, and then you can press new, and then you can name it whatever you want, and I'm going to name it something. So I'm going to be adding in sample heights. So in the standard software, we don't actually have a parameter set up to work out the sample height, but we can do this by putting in our own custom parameter. So I'm going to select these now. Okay, so I've done that. So that effectively reads what my sample height is. Now, the point of interest is this enable control. So if we toggle this, we have a little drop down here, and we can choose, for example, axial displacement if I'm trying to figure out my sample height. And then I can put in the parts I want to control. So in this case, it will be the initial height minus value. Okay, so that is the correct formula. If you guys have any other formulas that you want to do, obviously you can figure it out and then put it in completely custom to what you want. So this is just generically how to put in the control and how to enable it. So that's there. All you have to do is click apply, and then that's done. And then you've got it right here. Now, what should happen? You can close that, and then you'll notice here custom calculations. Now, what you can do when you're adding in parameters and stuff, you can just tick this, and then you can go ahead and go further with your test. So now I'm at the test stages list on the test setup tab, and again, so we want, if we're going to be able to put in our custom parameter control, we need to first put it into our user defined. Now this is the user defined custom test where we set up the parameters that we want, completely customizable to ourselves. Now there is a video on this. If you haven't seen that, go check that out because it probably won't make too much sense to you. But here in this set, we can select custom calculations, and we can have as many custom calculations as we want. But for example, in this one, it's figured out that we've made a new one, and there's max sample height, which I made earlier. Now what we can do, we can ramp it, for example, with a target of 5 over 2 minutes, and we can get rid, we don't need a termination condition. So we're going to control this sample calculation. So I'm going to click apply, we'll then go to the test list, and we can go to the test. So to add in the control test, you want to be able to see it. So if we want to add it to this graph, we can select this graph. We have live data, we've got axial displacement, and we can scroll all the way down again, and we've got max sample height. And we can add that in this one here if we want. So I've selected this graph. Let's add that in. That means we can view it, which is right here. Now it's added in. And then we can go ahead and start the test. Now we should expect the axial displacement to change relevant to my sample height, and it looks like it's doing exactly that. But anyway, that is how to control a custom parameter. Thank you.